Hello, I'm just some ghoul, and this is my channel. In this video, I wanted to talk about crane games and anxiety. I'm sure we've all played a crane game in our life. There used to be one at the local bowling alley when I was a kid, although that's long gone. And now the only ones I ever run across are crappy mini crane games in Walmarts that cost loonies just to get a poorly painted rubber duck. But in Japan, crane games are something else. They're a skill to hone, a hobby to pursue, an obsession to feed. If you watch vlog content in Japan, you'll likely have seen the buildings that are multi-story towers of crane games. Some buildings were a variety with crane games on the first few levels and arcades on the upper levels or a gacha hall, but the point is, floors and floors of crane game machines. Going to Japan, we were well aware of the plentiful crane games and arcades. We watched Sea-Dog VA host competitions with his friends, where they're both given a budget and see who can win the most prizes. And that looked like a lot of fun. That was one of the many just Japan things that we wanted to do. Well, that didn't end up happening. For two reasons. Firstly, me and my partner were traveling with only a single backpack each. I considered buying a new luggage while in Japan to use in the overheads on the plane and just stuff it full of cool stuff that we bought, but we ended up being pretty conservative in what we were interested in, and it didn't seem like warranting spending money on a new luggage just to spend more money than buying stuff just to fill it up, to maximum efficiency. On top of the fact that a lot of the prizes didn't excite me, except for one. And the second reason that we didn't play competitive crane games was anxiety. I tried to play a crane game, and I couldn't go through with it. After walking around dozens of crane game floors, I finally found one figurine that I couldn't resist. I got my coin purse out, and I tried my hand at it. The first few attempts weren't even close, of course, but even when I did get an okay pull, it felt like nothing. So I stopped playing, and we looked up the price of the figurine. The idea was that I shouldn't feel bad about spending money trying to get the figure so long as I didn't exceed the base price of what it was worth, right? Well, my anxiety wasn't having it. I'd put 800 yen into the machine and I was sweating. All my brain could think about was, what if I didn't get the figurine? The amount of money that I'd put into trying to get it already was too much. Like, if the amount that I'd spent should reflect the percent of my progress towards getting it, I wasn't 800 yen worth there, I was $8 of nothing. And that really stressed me out. I couldn't focus on the end goal, I could only focus on the money that I'd wasted thus far. My financial insecurities and anxieties came in strong, and I had to stop playing. Crane games just weren't for me, which is too bad. I thought it looked like a lot of fun, and I thought I would be okay with saying, I'm spending $100 on playing crane games regardless of what I win, but I couldn't. So I don't know if that sounds weird to most everyone else out there or not. Let me know in the comments, but yeah, that's just one thing that I experienced in Japan that wasn't typical, and entirely a me problem. Having such strong financial anxieties in my life means that I can't play crane games where there's a chance that my own lack of skill will result in burning money. It also means I'm not very good at gacha things. If I don't get what I was hoping for, I'm perfectly fine with cutting my losses before they get any bigger. I'm apparently not capable of doubling down, as seen with my cold sweats playing a UFO machine after 8 friggin' bucks. Anyway, that's my story and unfortunate disposition. Let me know if anyone out there feels the same. And if not, welp, now you know how some of us be. I'll see you in my next confessionals. Bye. Oh, and by the way, the figurine that finally enticed me to try and play a crane game in the first place, I did not specifically mention in this video because the anime that it is related to has been controversially received in social media before. So instead, if you are curious, I would offer that if this video gets 100 likes someday, I will reveal what the figurine was. the ultra super secret figurine, but only then. Okay. Goodbye again.